$7.2 billion in revenue, 46 employees, zero debt. By every metric that exists, OnlyFans is one of the most profitable businesses in the history of the internet. And it's destroying itself. Not from competition, not from regulation, not from a market shift nobody saw coming. OnlyFans built 4 ticking time bombs into its own foundation, and right now, all 4 are going off at the same time. This is what's killing OnlyFans. To understand what's happening, you need to know one thing. OnlyFans was never built on content. It was built on trust. The trust that you were talking to a real person. The trust that the platform would protect its creators. The trust that the money would keep flowing. That trust is gone. And when the trust goes, everything built on top of it goes with it. Here's exactly how it happened. Before we start, I need you to hold on to one number. In 2024, OnlyFans lost 72% of its US organic traffic. In 9 months. $7.2 billion in revenue. 72% of the people finding it online? Gone. How does the most profitable platform on the internet become invisible? We traced it, and the answer starts with a man nobody ever photographed. In 2018, a man named Leonid Redvinsky bought 75% of OnlyFans for a price that was never made public. Born in Ukraine, raised in Chicago, Northwestern economics graduate. Before OnlyFans, he ran adult platforms and operated sites that advertised illegal content involving minors. He held domain names like websyoungest.com until 2014. Microsoft sued him for predatory marketing practices. There is almost no photograph of him anywhere on the internet. For a billionaire in the digital age, that is nearly impossible. He engineered his own invisibility. His philosophy for OnlyFans was simple: maximum extraction, minimum investment. 46 employees, for $7 billion in revenue. That is not a lean operation. That is a skeleton crew running an empire on a foundation that was already cracking the moment he took control. The first thing killing OnlyFans. The financial system never wanted it to exist. In 2019, Metrobank cut all of OnlyFans' banking services without warning. No notice, no appeal, just gone. In 2021, Mastercard moved. New requirements. Every creator verified with government ID. Every piece of content reviewed before going live. Deadline, October 2021. Or lose credit card processing entirely. OnlyFans had no choice. They announced a ban on all sexually explicit content, effective 6 weeks later. 4 million creators panicked. They started moving to competitors. 6 days later, ban reversed. New banking partners found. Crisis over, said the press. But the underlying problem never went away. OnlyFans still cannot access most institutional capital. Major banks keep it at arm's length. The platform processes billions through a financial infrastructure that could be severed. Again. Tomorrow. With almost no warning. That sword is still hanging. It never came down. It never went away. And while everyone was watching the sword, the second force was already moving. So let me make sure you're following this. The most profitable platform on the internet operates under permanent threat of being cut off from the banking system. Survived it once. In 6 days. But here's what you need to understand about existential threats. You don't get unlimited attempts. 2. This is the one that answers your question about the 72%. OnlyFans sold one thing. Not content. Connection. The idea that you could have a direct, real, personal relationship with a creator, that the DM you sent was read by the person you sent it to, that the reply came from them. That was the product. That was why people paid. It was not true. As the platform scaled, agencies moved in. Professional operations built around one purpose: manage OnlyFans accounts on behalf of creators. Handle the messages. simulate the relationships. When you sent a DM to your favorite creator, you were not talking to that person. You were talking to an employee in a call center. Philippines, Pakistan, Eastern Europe. Sometimes a man responding as a woman. Managing 5, 6 accounts simultaneously. One goal: keep you engaged long enough to swipe your card again. The New York Times called it e-pimping. Thousands of these agencies operate globally. Each agent manages 5 to 10 active conversations at once. Active accounts generate $2,000 to $15,000 a month. Agencies took 30 to 50%. OnlyFans collected 20% off every transaction. 20% of a fraud. Every time. At massive scale. A class action filed in March 2025 says it plainly. OnlyFans knowingly permitted this, in direct contradiction to its core promise. And here is what you need to sit with. If you ever paid for a DM on OnlyFans, there is a real chance you were talking to a stranger in a call center. Not the person you thought, not even close. When that became public, when the lawsuits filed, when the press covered it, when users understood what they had actually been paying for, Google noticed. September 2024, algorithm update targeting low-quality, mass-produced content. August 2024, 40 million daily U.S. users from organic search. May 2025, 11 million. 72%. 9 months. That's what happens when you build a platform on a lie and the lie goes public. Stop for a second. Think about what just happened. OnlyFans didn't lose its traffic because of competition. It lost it because its own product was exposed as fraudulent. Google didn't attack OnlyFans. Google penalized what it found. The platform killed its own discovery with its own decisions. And the third force is about to make it worse in a way nobody can reverse. 3. OnlyFans is a two-sided marketplace. Creators on one side, subscribers on the other. The platform sits in the middle, takes 20%. That model works as long as you need the platform to make the connection happen. AI is eliminating that need. A creator named Itana Lopez was making 10,000 euros a month on a competing platform. Responsive, warm, engaging. She doesn't exist. Entirely AI generated. On FanView, an OnlyFans competitor, 15% of revenue already comes from AI creators. Here's the problem this creates specifically for OnlyFans. The chatters already replaced human connection with a script and a quota. The subscribers were already talking to strangers pretending to be someone else. AI will now replace the strangers. When an AI can generate a creator profile, produce all content, and manage every subscriber interaction, you don't need OnlyFans. You don't need the marketplace. You don't need the middleman taking 20%. The platform built its entire value on human intimacy. Then it industrialized that intimacy. And now technology is making even the industrial version obsolete. The foundation is gone. The product is gone. What's left? 3 forces. Any one of them is serious. Together, they're enough to bring down almost any platform. But there's a fourth, and it's the one that makes everything else unrecoverable. Because it's not about the business. It's about who was supposed to fix it. 4. In May 2025, Financial Press reported that Radvinsky was shopping OnlyFans. Asking price? $8 billion. Every analyst called it genius. Smart money seeing the headwinds. Perfect exit timing. That was the story everyone told. Here's what was actually happening. On March 20th, 2026, Leonid Radvinsky died of cancer. He was 43 years old. His death was announced publicly several days after it happened, to avoid any interruption to business operations. He had known he was dying for a long time, and while he knew, he was trying to sell. Not because he saw the problems coming, because he knew he wouldn't be around to deal with them. First deal, Forest Road, LA, private equity. Collapsed. Institutional capital won't touch adult content. regardless of the profitability. Second deal, Architect Capital. $5.5 billion announced, $100 million under management. Needed to find the rest. In early 2026, still not closed. What he left behind? A platform inside a trust, with no majority owner and no clear successor. A CEO who is a lawyer navigating a business that has never been more legally exposed. 4 active class action lawsuits. Banking infrastructure on permanent watch. Traffic collapse still in progress. AI disruption not yet fully landed. And in 8 years, he extracted $1.4 billion from this platform. He put almost nothing back. 46 employees, no moderation infrastructure, no contingency planning, no succession. He built a machine designed to produce cash, not to survive. And now the machine is running without an operator. So what is killing OnlyFans? The banks created permanent financial fragility. The fraud destroyed the only product that mattered. The AI is making that product obsolete. And the man who built it spent 8 years extracting everything he could, then died trying to sell what was left. 4 forces, each one feeding the next. But here's the real story underneath all of it. None of this was inevitable. The fraud was a choice. The 46 employees was a choice. The extraction over investment was a choice. Every single time OnlyFans faced a decision between building something that lasts and taking the money now, they took the money. And it worked. For 8 years, it worked perfectly. Until the day the trust ran out. And here's why this matters to you. Every platform you are building on right now is making the same calculation. Growth over infrastructure. Extraction over investment. Short-term over long-term. Instagram did it with organic reach. Built you up. Made you dependent. Then, changed the algorithm. TikTok is doing it right now. Your audience lives there. Your distribution runs through them. And they could be gone from the US market with 30 days notice. The platform you depend on already has an exit strategy. The question is whether you do. Subscribe to Killed Companies. The next investigation is already in progress. Sources in the description.